Dd Osama has been going crazy in the New York drill scene, and that's starting to make people think that he's gonna be hip-hop's next biggest young star. And honestly, I gotta agree with that, and there's a few reasons why. Now, for y'all who's not familiar with Dd Osama, he's a 16-year-old kid from Sugar Hill, Harlem, which is the same neighborhood that Sugar Hill Keem, Sugar Hill D. and the late E. Baby grew up on. Dd just started taking off about 6 months ago after his brother Dd Osama passed away, but he's really been in the background for the last 2 years. If you look closely, you'll always see him in the background of a music video shoot or just little Instagram videos. He just always been there dissing dead people. So when his music career started getting traction to the fans, it was almost as if a side character became a main character inside their book. Now, if I'm being honest with you, Dd Osama has tons of haters. I mean, even though he's the biggest from the New York drill scene, he's definitely top 3 hated for some reason. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, the hate is sad because majority of the people that be hating on him be old men. He's just a 16-year-old kid, really have emotion, feeding his family, doing it for his team, and people is still deciding to hate. And the #1 statement you'll hear his haters say is he's only popping because of his brother, which is true to a certain extent, but there's way more to the story on why he's about to be one of the biggest artists in hip-hop. Now, before I get into the reasons, I just want to respond to the comments saying that Dd is only lit because of his brother. Now, if you want me to be honest with you, Dd did what he was supposed to do. If I have a brother and me and him was on the same type of time and we was going down the same path, we both wanted to be lit inside the music industry, and then you unfortunately pass away, am I supposed to stop rapping and supposed to discontinue the dream only because you passed? No, I'm gonna do what anybody would do and try to get lit off this rapping. People are only mad at him because he's one of the only people in New York that capitalized off of a friend or brother's death. Now, I know that sounds messed up, but if you really look deeper into it, isn't that what he was supposed to do? Like, let's be honest, most of these artists that lost their friend, homie, brother, what they do after that is they hit the studio and talk about it in their raps. And for the most part, their music career does not take off. That's still the goal. The goal is to turn an unfortunate situation into success. I mean, look at it like this. If I die right now, my brother make music. If I die right now, I'm going on my brother to get lit off my death. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure Nadi would have wanted the same thing. And all these artists in New York that has dead homies, they dead homies would want their death to mean something to their career. I mean, look at it like this. Nadi's death was impactful in New York. Basically, what I'm saying is, Nadi didn't die for a reason. He wasn't supposed to die. But since Dd decided to take over and really profit off an unfortunate situation, he gave Nadi's death a real deep meaning. Like, I hate when people say all bad things happen for a reason, because it doesn't. But you in your book, you can make the best of it and really make it have a reason. Like, let's say Dd decided to stop rapping after his brother passed. Then his death will literally be for nothing. But since Dd decided to turn nothing into something with his brother's death, that really gave Nadi's death a real big meaning. It happened for a reason at the end of the day. It made the whole block lit. It turned up his career. He's feeding y'all mother now. It's lit now. Back to what I was saying though, there is a lot of reasons to why Dd and Dd are taking over the game right now, with one of them being they are little kids dissing deceased gang members. These aren't just any deceased gang members. They are friends to famous artists in New York. Friends to people like K-Flock, D-Thang, UG's, the list can go on. These are people who the fans are well aware of inside of New York. And then you got little kids who are rapping about how they died, the time they died, the place they died. Then they got them pulling out guns, knives, saying they gonna do this when they see this artist. It's crazy. Is that not entertainment at the end of the day? It makes you want to tune in because, what do these little kids have to say? And you hear their presence, their delivery, it's fire. Why wouldn't you want to stick around to see what they dropping next? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like as a whole, I feel like if there was no drill scene, no wave, no sound, Dd wouldn't be where he's at right now. And I feel like the reason why I'm saying that is because it hits different from a fan's point of view when we know the lyrics is real. We know that K-Flock and his block is really beefing with each other because K-Flock been dissing the OYs. K-Flock been dissing Sugar Hill. And you got this little kid come out of nowhere, angry his brother just passed away, and you hear him say, hey, K-Flock ain't coming home, but if he do, we taking his life.
We got you watching and we got a boss on me, I'ma take that throne. Fuck K-Flock ain't coming home. If he do, we taking his life. Where my armor up that pipe.
Bro, that was a viral moment. Now, a lot of people always use the Dd Osama as capping excuse to why they have to hate on him, but honestly, it doesn't matter if he's cap rapping or not. To the fans, this is all entertainment. Me as a person, I would rather prefer Dd Osama to stay out of the streets and continue doing what he's doing, because this is all entertainment. Don't throw your life away, your promising career away, just to prove something to fans that's not even gonna pay for your bill, your bond. They not gonna put money on your books, none of that. At the end of the day, Dd Osama understands the assignment. He keeps it strictly entertainment. I would hope he's still not in the streets doing stupid stuff, because he has it in the bag right now. Obviously, everyone wants to trick him out of his spot, and that's what makes him get even bigger, because you got all these people that's underneath him that we can tell is really about that life, and they dissing him. They continuously diss his dead brothers. They diss him, his block. It doesn't do anything but make him bigger. And that's why I personally believe the people that's under Dd Osama are gonna continue to make him an even bigger artist. Now, a lot of people think Dd Osama's fan base is here to come and go, because most of his fans are girls. If you go to a Dd Osama concert, it's gonna be majority females. But if you ask me, I personally would say that is the best target audience, especially from someone so young. At the end of the day, it's not limited. He's so young, he's gonna continue to build an even bigger fan base and audience, but you don't want to have that street audience. I'm not gonna lie to you. No matter what you do, you can never please a street fan base. There's so much politics that come with it. The safety at shows are always at risk, and it's hard to be diverse as an artist because they're always gonna expect street gangster music. But when you have a fan base full of females, you get to make heartbreak, pain music, you get to make street music, and the best selling music there is, love music.
My bad bitches to the right, like all my gangster niggas to my left. Come on, look there, she love how I step.
I personally think Dd Osama's career is gonna skyrocket once he start putting out more love music, just because his fan base is specifically females. That's what they're gonna feed off of. They're gonna be screaming it word for word, bar for bar. It's gonna go viral on TikTok. I'm telling you, Dd Osama needs to lock in with love music. I remember in 2018 when Lil Skies was putting out love songs consistently and they was just getting hundreds of millions of streams. That's finna be Dd Osama. I mean, not to be stereotypical, but if he was to do that, he would be the cliche teenage girl dream boyfriend. He's light skinned, curly hair, and is putting out lover boy music. Come on now. Not to mention when K Flock comes home, him and K Flock are gonna break the internet with their diss wars. They are one of the biggest artists in New York. Scratch that. They are the biggest artists in New York. What Dd Osama is doing right now, K Flock was doing before he got locked up. So just imagine once K Flock gets freed, they're gonna be battling for who's the king of New York. Obviously, they both don't like each other. Their gangs are rivals. If that's not pure entertainment to you, then what is? The social media is gonna love this kid once K Flock comes out. I don't even think social media is ready for Dd Osama and K Flock to coexist at the same time. They're gonna break the internet, I'm telling you. I bet you whenever him and K Flock are going back and forth on songs, that's gonna be one of their most highlighting parts of their career whenever it's done. Think about all the New York artists that Dd Osama be dissing inside of his music. They not even as big as him, and it got him that far. So imagine him dissing someone who's even bigger than him. I can see it now, man. The media pages is finna go crazy. And for all the people that's watching from an outside point of view, they gonna wanna see what's going on, because they gonna see a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old going back and forth. Mind you, they look exactly alike. They look like one is an older brother and a little brother. That's what I first thought when I first came in. That's what really gravitated me to Dd Osama. He looked exactly like K Flock, and he's dissing his dead mans. Let me tune in, let me see the backstory behind this. Now imagine K Flock is playing his part, dissing Dd Osama back. They going viral. I'm telling you, if Dd Osama plays his cards right, he can have a long-lasting career inside this industry. He just needs to separate real life. When I say real life, I'm talking about real life street beef to rap beef. He needs to understand that everyone that's watching him wants to trick him out of his spot. He can't be too street. You can't bring all this street mentality to the industry. Stay safe, stay calm and collective. Don't let nobody bring you out your character. Continuously drop fire tracks. Keep doing you. You gonna take over, I'm telling you. I'm mad excited to see what happens next with Dd Osama's career, only because it feels like I literally seen him grow from nothing. He's so freshly into the game that I can really say that. And I want to see him keep prospering. Don't get tricked out of your spot, because in New York specifically, it is so easy to get tricked out of your spot. 2 years of absence inside the industry is enough to hold you back from reaching that next level. And if you get caught with a gun in New York, just like that, that's an easy 2 years. It's so easy to get tricked out of your spot in New York. I just hope that's not the case with Dd Osama, but only time will tell. Obviously, if he decides to play his cards right, he is going to be one of the biggest artists inside the industry. There is nothing holding him back but him. He just needs to play his cards right. But that's it for today's video, man. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's have a debate inside the comment section. Comment where you think Dd's career is going to be within the next year or two. If you guys still think he's going to be running it, let's have a debate, man. Let's see where you guys' heads is at. And by the way, follow my Instagram and TikTok at JoJoScout_. We turning up on the reels all year long. You don't want to miss out on none of them. Also, turn on the post notifications. We just tease. I don't know how to tell y'all, man. It's just a fooful lifestyle. I'm outie though, gang.